What were like the first heartbreaks you experienced in your life?
Oh, dude, man. I just that's so funny you say that, man. Why did you say that actually?
I don't know. I feel like you've lived a lot of lives, and I want to get to know you a little better.
Oh, okay. Well, the heartbreak thing is really relative at this particular time because the first and it's funny you asked what was the first heartbreak because my first real heartbreak was I mean, it's pretty fucked up, but my mom was 16 when I was born, okay? Cuz she was just a kid, man. She didn't really
Mm.
and she was a full-on rock star, you know what I mean? Like straight up, like cocaine dealing, fucking real rock star that was married to like Aerosmith's light and sound tech when I was like
Oh wow.
just a baby. You know what I mean? So like that was, and her first boyfriend was like a fucking Hell's Angel biker, and like her,
Oh wow.
like it was just it was always that kind of vibe around my house, and she was just wild, man. She would just go and just be just she didn't get to live her young life, so she just popped up and dropped me off. She picked me up and she just told me on the way to where we were going, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna drop you off for a couple of weeks." I was like, "Where?" And I hated babysitters at that time. I was so fucking sick of them. I was only like 6 or 7, but I already had a bad taste in my mouth
Hey.
for babysitters because she would just look up in the paper and like grab a babysitter. You know what I mean? That was kind of like the routine. Uh, anyway, my first heartbreak is her. She was like, "I'm gonna drop you off for a couple weeks. I'm going to Florida," and I was just like inconsolable, bro. Like for like that whole 2 weeks, I just couldn't believe that I'm at this stranger's house and my mom was gone. You know what I mean? Like I honestly thought she was never coming back. And there was no cell phones back then. I couldn't like call her, talk to her, or anything. But that was the first time that I really felt that like deep, deep, like when you actually hurt and it like it makes you physically ill. You know what I
Like
mean? And
abandonment?
yeah, yeah, yeah. That was that. And then the just recently, like, and I mean recently, like the past like 3 weeks, like I've just been able to actually just even speak about it. My my ex-wife now, Fifi Dobson, who I've been with for almost 16 years, we've separated and divorced or whatever, and then but I'll always love, you can't stop loving somebody, you know what I mean? It just
Right.
don't work like that. And well, she she came back into my life very briefly, just a couple like 3 weeks ago maybe, and I felt just really deeply back in love with her, and then whatever, she's gone again, man. And like, well, turns out she was in a relationship, you know what I mean? And
Mm. Oh
she
fuck.
was over
Oh, and she
here.
didn't tell you.
And
Yeah.
she didn't tell you?
Yeah. Well, she
I'm
told me the next
sorry.
morning, but I was just like, well, whatever. We'll tell him what's up then. I wasn't even tripping. I was like, all right, well, just let him know it's a wrap. And then she hung
Right.
out with me for like a week, man. Taking her to dinners. Planned a trip to France. Offered her a new house, car. Like I went in. I was like, dude, I'll just come back. And then I finally asked, Have you told this boy what's going on? And she
Mm.
was like, I could tell she had, and I said, "Look, Fifi, I'm gonna go find this kid, and I'm gonna tell him myself." You know what I
Damn.
mean? 'Cause I didn't know what he looked. I didn't know what he looked like, or his name. I just knew he worked at a. I ain't gonna put him on blast somewhere.
Right.
Did you show up?
Fuck yeah, I went and got. I
Damn.
got. I pulled over to. I went and got two of my goons, like for
Yeah.
real, like two of my real goons, because I didn't know who it was, and
Right.
my
Right.
my
Right.
goons are intimidating, man. Like I'm talking about white boys, bald head, completely
Yeah.
covered in tattoos,
Oh yeah.
like DMS, like crew.
Right. Like he knows what it is immediately.
and-
Like
You roll up to his
Well,
parking lot in a Rolls-Royce with two of your
Well,
homies.
there was only two places that that served what I knew. I had a
where
hint,
he would be,
okay,
maybe.
but I didn't know. But so the first place I walked in, man, I walked right past the front desk and pushed open the double swinging doors to the kitchen, and I was like, "Which one of y'all is dating Fifi Dobson?" And I had my two people with me.
Oh my god,
And
bro!
So badass.
That's fucking gangster. What happened?
And well, I said, you know what? Send your manager back here. I need to talk to everybody. And I had the whole staff in there. I said, which one of y'all is dating Fifi Dobson? And it was like, not no matter. And one dude kind of looked suspicious. I was like, are you sure? He was like, no, man, no. I was like, all right. So we took off, and then the next spot, it was right off the street. There was no parking. The parking was behind the place. But I pulled the Rolls-Royce over the sidewalk and left the grill 3 feet from the front door. I'm not shitting you. And I jumped out and
So
opened the door. I opened up the door, and he was wearing her hat.
Oh my god.
Fucking god.
Unmistakable. Like a hat that I've seen for years. And I was like, yup. He turned around and started walking the other direction. And I was like, yo. And when he turned around, man, I swear to God, what I thought was going to be aggression just went straight sympathy, man. I felt so bad for the kid.
Right.
Like I really did, man. I was like,
Yeah, she
I
was
like,
lying to
dude,
both of you, right?
well, she was lying to him, or not. Well, not really lying, just not telling him.
Yeah.
But she was. So I was like, yo, dude, I lit a cigarette for him. I took him outside, lit a cigarette for him. I was like, listen, man, you know where your girl's been for the past 7 days? And he was like, working, studio. I was like, nah, she's been in my bed, bro.
Damn.
Oh my
You know?
fucking god!
You did him a favor.
You basically did him a favor. Yeah.
No, and he was like, well, it's about to be over in about 2 hours. And I was like, good. And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I had to tell you this. But now in my mind, I was doing the heavy lifting because I know Fifi, she doesn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. And I thought that she would give me a call saying, thank you for that, you know, being a man, standing up, you know, like, thank you for being respectful to him. And I just didn't have the heart to tell him. She did the complete opposite, bro. Don't bother him no more. Keep him out of this. Don't bother him. Keep him out of this. Keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, what?
You think she
really?
was embarrassed, like, of herself? Or she just, like, trying to be too proud?
I don't know. Well, man, I can't really put logic to it. I just know that, you know, she didn't know what to do with it. Regardless, dude, I've never felt like that. Like that. I just never felt that before, man. I was so distraught, bro. And I was like, it was like weeks of like just breaking down like uncontrollably, bro.